Oh yes guys, the Oscar season is coming out this Sunday, 24th of February. Really freaking excited for that. So I decided to do my Oscar predictions for 2019. Now these are my personal predictions. Like if anyone disagreed with these predictions, that is absolutely fine. You can comment down below what are your predictions of the Oscar season for 2019. I'm not doing bets or anything, I just want to do a prediction type video for movies that I think it deserves to win, or I think so. Like, you know, like, I thought these movies should win, they deserve it, but if they don't win, that is absolutely fine, because I love the Oscars. This Oscars has been a really strange Oscars, actually. Like, Black Panther has got so many nominations, including Best Picture, surprisingly. And there are some snobs in the Oscar, like, Won't You Be My Neighbor that hasn't got nominated for Best Documentary Feature, and I'm like, what? I actually have saw that movie recently and I cried my ass off, and I'm literally pissed that they don't put that movie in the Oscars. I bet the Oscars has no soul for Mr. Rogers. They have no soul at all. And even Bradley Cooper as Best Director. That movie was so popular, they had to give up props to Bradley Cooper for directing that movie. But anyway, that's just an Oscar snob. Still excited for the Oscars though. Let's name out my predictions of the Oscars for 2019. So, for Best Visual Effects, I think Avengers Infinity War will win. Because I think Avengers Infinity War, first of all, it's one of the biggest movies that ever came out in 2018. And I think it's a movie that has some of the most mind-blowing visual effects that I've ever seen on the screen. I think the visual effects look absolutely stunning. It's incredible. Especially when you see Thanos' glove with the visual effects, it looks absolutely breathtaking. For Best Costume Design, I'm either picking between Black Panther or Mary Poppins Returns. But for now, I gotta go with Black Panther. I think the costume in Black Panther look absolutely stunning. It looks artistic and very different to any MCU film. And I think it does deserve to win that one. For Best Makeup and Hair, I haven't seen any of those three movies, but I gotta give it to Vice. I really like the look of Christian Bale's makeup design. I think it looks very artistic, but I need to see Vice. I heard some good things about it. For Best Original Song, I think everyone knows what will win Best Original Song. Definitely Shallow from A Star Is Born. It plays all over the radio, so basically we do expect for that movie to win because it plays so much on the radio. But still, it's a very good song, it's a very enjoyable song, and it's a very cute song, you know what I mean? It's a song that I think it should deserve Best Original Song because it's been playing thousands of times, so I think it wouldn't be surprising if this movie wins. For Best Original Score, I am so shocked that Bohemian Rhapsody isn't in score, but I would say for Best Original Score, I gotta go with Black Panther. I think Black Panther's score, when T'Challa just goes to Wakanda and you hear those African score, my god, it sounds absolutely breathtaking and it sounds amazing in the film. Even the fight scenes with the drums, it just sounds absolutely incredible, and I think it does deserve Best Original Score. For Best Production Design, I gotta go with Roma. I think even though the movie is black and white, you can still see how Alfonso Cuarón would develop the production design, and the production looks absolutely incredible in the movie, so I think it does deserve to win this one. For Best Sound Mixing, I gotta go with Bohemian Rhapsody. I think the sound mixing was very interesting. Don't get me wrong, A Star Is Born is also really great sound mixing, but I think Bohemian Rhapsody, with the sound mixing, with all the scenes in the movie, it's kind of like it's telling a story, you know what I mean? With all the songs, it tells a story why they did that. And judging from the sound, I think it does deserve to win that one. For Best Sound Editing, I gotta go with, once again, Bohemian Rhapsody. I think Bohemian Rhapsody, once again, is telling a story with the editing of the sound, all of the music of the movie, and I think they did that really well. For Best Film Editing, I gotta go with, once again, Bohemian Rhapsody. My god, 3 editing, mixing nominations for Bohemian Rhapsody. It does have very good film editing, and it's because it's the only movie that I've seen in that category, so I feel very guilty for that. For Best Foreign Language Film, I gotta go with Roma, and of course Roma is definitely gonna win this one. It's definitely one of the most realistic foreign films and very heartwarming foreign films as well. For Best Live Action Short, I gotta go with Mother. Yeah, I haven't seen any of these short films, but Mother sounds pretty interesting to me. For Best Documentary Short Subject, Lifeboat. I think that sounds more interesting as well, and I haven't seen that one. I haven't seen any of those documentary ones. For Best Documentary Feature, yes, Won't You Be My Neighbor is not on there, and I'm so pissed off about that. But if I could pick any of those movies, I recently saw Free Solo. Very interesting film about this guy that's coming one of the biggest rocks ever without a rope or safety. Holy shit, that was intense. For Best Cinematography, Isn't it obvious that Roma will win that one? Because all the cinematography, the camera work, look absolutely amazing in that film. Honestly, the freaking shots in this movie, there's so many one-shot moments in the film that I was literally looking at it, I'm like, this movie deserves to win Best Cinematography. Like, it's obviously got to win that one. Or A Star Is Born is a good one, but Roma, definitely Roma will win that one. Hopefully that will win. For Best Original Screenplay, I gotta go with, once again, Roma. I think Roma has some of the best writing. I think the movie, like, the story is very original and very freaking interesting. And originality is my favorite thing, so I like that on this movie, and I think it deserves that Oscar win. For Best Adapted Screenplay, I gotta give it to A Star Is Born. Like, 4 times they made that movie, and holy shit, it still worked. And it's definitely a great adapted movie. And it took a very different direction as well. I've seen the other movies after this movie, and it took a very different direction, and I really like that. For Best Animated Short, I gotta go with Bio. I think it's a really cute Pixar short film. It's a short film that did make me tear up in a couple scenes, and I just think it's a very sweet and very humble short film, and I think it deserves to win. Especially that Pixar is really great with its short films, and it had won a lot of Oscars for it, so I bet Bio will win this one. For Best Animated Feature, come on. I'm hoping that Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse will win. It's my favorite movie of last year, and also one of my favorite comic book movies of that year. And it's such a very different animated film. Very different Spider-Man film, and definitely one of the most different animated films ever. I gotta be honest, I like this better than Spider-Man 2. This is my favorite Spider-Man film, because it took a different direction, a different story. It's a great film for family and kids to enjoy, and I think it does deserve Best Animated Feature. But if Isle of Dogs or Incredibles 2 win, I would be fine with that as well. For Best Director, I gotta go with Alfonso Cuarón from Roma. He directed the movie so great, and there's just nothing to say about it, because Alfonso Cuarón is definitely one of the best film directors of all time, and he directed such great films like Harry Potter and Prisoner of Azkaban, Gravity, No Children, or something like that. I forgot what it's called. I literally just lost that in a moment. But anyway, you know what movie I meant. This movie, absolutely, he needs to deserve Best Director, because he directed this movie fantastically. For Best Supporting Actress, now none of these movies I've seen, but I gotta go with Emma Stone from The Favourite. I like this actress. Emma Stone's a really great actress, and I heard some really good things about her character in the movie, so definitely pick that one. For Best Supporting Actor, I gotta go with Sam Elliott from A Star Is Born. I think he does a really unappreciated job, actually. I'm really shocked that he's in the Oscar nominations, and I'll definitely pick him because he does a really great job. A lot of scenes you just feel bad for him in a couple of scenes, and some scenes you feel like, yeah, he's gone way too far, but he does a really great job at developing his character. Alright, for Best Actress, I gotta go with, this is a really hard one, either Lady Gaga or Alicia Aparicio from Roma, and very hard decision, I'm gonna be honest with you, but since Lady Gaga won the OZD Awards for 2019, I think I'll go with Lady Gaga from Star Is Born. I think she does a really great first big movie performance. I think she does a really great job in the film. Now, Alicia Aparicio, I really loved her as well. I could pick 2 in a draw, but I reckon if Alicia Aparicio wins, I would be more proud. But Lady Gaga, I think she'll win because she gets so many praises from A Star Is Born, so I would predict her to win. For Best Lead Actor, I gotta go with Rami Malek from Bohemian Rhapsody. Either that or Bradley Cooper, but I think Rami Malek does very revolutionary performance, playing one of the most iconic singers in the world, Freddie Mercury, and he does a really good job presenting that person. Like, literally, that movie's gone through so many production issues, especially with the casting, and I think Rami Malek, even though I don't see Rami Malek in the film, I see Freddie Mercury, he still does a really great job at performing that person, and you feel like he's Freddie Mercury the entire movie, so that's why he deserves to win this one. And last but not least, Best Picture. Now, who do I think should win Best Picture for the Oscars for 2019? There's so many options. Surprisingly, that Black Panther has got nominated for Best Picture. Really shocking. First ever comic movie that won Best Picture. It's like the first Disney film that won Best Picture. But anyway, my Best Picture prediction, I gotta say, Roma. I think that movie is a masterpiece. It's a movie that stood out of 2018. It's a movie that I think a lot of people don't even know it and understand it. I think it's a movie that I understand throughout. It has a great story, great director, great actress. Everyone did a really great job, and it's a film that made me love film so much because of the cinematography and the story. It is fantastic, so I think it does deserve the Best Picture win. So guys, those are my Oscar predictions for 2019. Let me know down below, what are your Oscar predictions for 2019. See you guys after the 24th February because I'm going to do my Oscar winners of 2019. If you can't be bothered seeing the Oscars, just come to me and I tell you the winners of the Oscars for 2019 and tell me what you think of those. But anyway, that's up to that day. But for now, what are your Oscar predictions? Just comment below, let me know what you think. Make sure you guys follow me on Facebook, Stardust, Instagram, keep contact with me, and make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you at the Oscars.